In the vast, frozen expanse of the coldest ocean, where towering glaciers loomed like ancient watchers and icy waves battered the frozen shores, survival was not just a battle, it was a strategy. The wind screamed across the water, carrying echoes of seabirds and secrets. Beneath the surface, unseen in the dark and frigid depths, moved creatures shaped by the merciless sea. One among them was an eel, not just any eel, but one known in the deep as clever, elusive, and scheming. This eel, long a master of escape and mischief, had finally been caught off guard. A violent run-in with a larger predator had left deep slashes across its slippery body. With its energy fading and instincts dimming, it drifted helplessly through the freezing current. By sheer luck or cunning fate, it washed ashore on a sheet of ice near the coast, twitching faintly, barely clinging to consciousness. Above, a rescue ship patrolled the hostile waters. The crew, bundled in bright red jackets, scanned the glacial seascape with binoculars, expecting seals or whales in need. Instead, they spotted something unusual. A shimmering, serpentine form twisted in the ice. Confused but concerned, they launched a rescue boat and cut through the brittle waters to investigate. When they reached the injured eel, they were hesitant. Eels were slippery and not exactly charismatic, but this one was different. Its eyes, black and glinting with intelligence, met theirs with alert awareness. There was pain, yes, but behind it, a sharp and calculating look. Still, it was wounded. And rescuers rescue. Working quickly, they cleaned the gashes, applied a protective solution, and carefully stabilized the eel in a container of oxygenated water. The cold gnawed at them, but they remained focused, unaware that the creature they were saving was memorizing every face, every hand, every move. Once revived, the eel coiled slowly, testing its strength. Then, with a sudden stillness, it turned its head toward the crew. There was no splash, no sound, just that stare. Not gratitude, not fear, something else, something knowing. As the team returned to the ship, the eel vanished into the depths. They assumed it was gone. But it wasn't. Hours later, as the ship sailed into a thick fog bank, the sonar picked up strange readings. Icebergs loomed ahead, but then suddenly, a sharp turn of the current cleared a safe path. Only one crew member happened to look overboard and caught a fleeting glimpse, a thin silhouette sliding just beneath the surface guiding them. The eel had returned. But why to help to watch her to keep a favor in the balance? With one final flick of its tail, it disappeared into the ocean's shadows. No celebration, no farewell. Just ripples in the sea and questions in their minds. From that day on, the crew never spoke of the eel in the usual terms. They called it the Silent One. Because sometimes, the ocean returns the favor. And sometimes, it just remembers.